Manipulative media, applications and functions. In the context of education, manipulatives are physical teaching tools that engage students visually and physically with objects such as coins, blocks, puzzles, markers, and so on. Because students are actively engaged in discovery during the learning process, the use of manipulatives is constructivist. The materials and basic instructions are provided by the teacher, but students should be allowed to explore the materials and ask questions before and during the lessons. In the application of manipulative media, Rubik's Cube can be used for understanding algorithms. Algorithms follow a set of instructions to manipulate data in order to solve a specific problem. For the Rubik's Cube, this means that the instructions are turns on the cube and the predictable outcome is solving one part of the puzzle. The Tower of Hanoi is a simple mathematical puzzle that can easily assess the problem-solving capabilities of an individual. It is a widely used tool for the evaluation of planning and working memory abilities. The Tower of Hanoi puzzle is sensitive to the prefrontal damage and dysfunction. Manipulative media functions. Many children prefer to wear badges, such as a sheriff's badge, and buttons with slogans. Thinking tags are supported by these traditional badges, but they need built-in electronics in order to communicate with each other, and also change their displays to support those communications. It was first developed for a conference for adults at the Media Laboratory. The thinking tags served as name tags, but each tag also contained information about the interests and opinions of its wearer. When two people meet, their badges exchanged information and turned on lights to imply what proportion the two people had in common. During this fashion, the badges acted as a conversational prop to urge people to speak with one another. Thinking tags are designed to facilitate communication among people. And indeed, the thinking tags have proved successful as a catalyst for conversation. More recently, thinking tags are utilized in educational applications with pre-college students. Specifically, it organized participatory simulations in which students themselves play roles within simulations. As an example, some students have used thinking tags to simulate the spread of pestilence, with an electronic virus jumping from one student's thinking tag to a special one. Some students start thanks to the unknowing carriers of the disease, while others are proof against the disease. Over time, more and more students are infected with the disease. The challenge is for scholars to develop theories to elucidate the spread of the virus. Does the disease have a latency period? Is transmission probabilistic? Are some people more susceptible than others? As part of their analysis, students can get additional data from their thinking tags, which keep track of who everyone has interacted with and when. Often, the students rerun the simulation, resetting their badge to their initial states and testing a definite set of interactions. This type of activity is extremely different from traditional science educational activities. Science is usually taught as a process of detached observation of phenomena, not active participation within phenomena. However, role-playing can play a sturdy role in science education, especially within the study of systems-related concepts. Preliminary analysis indicates that participatory simulations, supported with thinking tags, lead to a richer learning experience that is possible with traditional computer simulation activities or with traditional group activities without computer support. Text in media and information literacy. It can be defined as a unit on how we interpret and understand things. In media, text could be a book, movie, or even a song. Text is important because it gives meaning and bears communication. Application of text. Written communication can convey a more precise message or thought rather than in oral communication. It can also be used to communicate with other people. Some people actually communicate better through writing rather than speaking. For example, you can write a letter to one of your friends. It can also be used in documentation. Text has been used even a long time ago. Our ancestors wrote down our history so that we would have been able to read what our history was. And lastly, text can be used in writing the stories that usually make up the whole plot of a movie. Not only can you make stories, you can also write your own books if you wanted to be an author.